In relationships, the Seven of Cups appears when you find yourself standing at an emotional crossroads, gazing at a shimmering array of possibilities, each one alluring, each one promising something different. This is the card of romantic fantasy, overwhelming options, and the crucial challenge of distinguishing between genuine connection and the illusion of what you hope a relationship might become. The floating cups represent the many forms love could take: the passionate romance, the stable partnership, the mysterious attraction, the idealized soulmate. Each cup holds a different vision of what relationships should look like, yet many remain intangible, floating just out of reach. The shadowy figure is you, standing mesmerized or bewildered by possibilities. The figure's indistinct form suggests someone who might be losing their sense of self amidst romantic fantasies, or someone struggling to see clearly through the fog of projection and wishful thinking. The mystical cloud represents the dreamlike quality that can overtake our perception in matters of the heart, when we see not the person before us, but the fantasy we've constructed around them. In new or potential relationships, the Seven of Cups often appears when you're projecting rather than perceiving, creating an elaborate fantasy about who someone is rather than seeing them clearly. Perhaps you're overwhelmed by options, finding too many choices on dating apps paralyzing rather than liberating. You might be pursuing illusion over reality, chasing the idea of a relationship, the status of being coupled, or the feeling of being desired, rather than genuine connection with a specific person. Or you're caught in grass is greener thinking, constantly wondering if there's someone better, more compatible, more exciting just around the corner. Within an ongoing partnership, this card suggests you're comparing your actual relationship to an idealized vision, perhaps from media, friends' relationships, or how things used to be. There's escapist thinking, daydreaming about other possibilities, rather than addressing issues in your current connection. You might feel unclear about what you truly want, dissatisfied but unable to articulate precisely what's missing or what would actually fulfill you. Or perhaps you're holding too many ungrounded desires, having elaborate expectations that may not align with reality or your partner's capacity. When asking about your own patterns, the Seven of Cups reveals that you might be mistaking chemistry for compatibility, confusing attraction, excitement, or novelty with genuine long-term potential. You could be avoiding real intimacy, using fantasy as a shield against the vulnerability required for authentic connection. Perhaps you're seeking validation through options, collecting romantic possibilities to feel desirable rather than building depth. Or your values remain unclear, not yet having discerned what truly matters to you in relationship, making every option seem equally appealing. This card asks you to consider several important questions. What are you actually seeking? Beneath the glittering array of possibilities, what does your heart genuinely need? Is it security, passion, intellectual connection, shared values, adventure, or something else entirely? Which of these visions are grounded in reality? Can you distinguish between the partner or relationship that actually exists and the one you've imagined? What evidence supports your hopes versus contradicts them? Are you avoiding a decision through perpetual fantasy? Is the abundance of possibility keeping you from committing to anything real, protecting you from potential disappointment, but also from genuine connection? What would clarity look like? If you could strip away the illusions and see one clear path forward, what would that feel like? What scares you about choosing? The Seven of Cups is not inherently negative in love. It reveals the powerful role of imagination in relationships. It invites you to honor your capacity to envision beautiful possibilities while also grounding yourself in present reality. Get curious about what the fantasies reveal about your unmet needs or unexpressed values. Practice discernment between authentic attraction and projection, between depth and distraction. Recognize that clarity comes from within, not from having the perfect option appear before you. If you find yourself perpetually in Seven of Cups territory, always dreaming, never choosing, or constantly dissatisfied with what is, this card whispers a compassionate truth. No relationship, no matter how perfect it appears, can fill a void that exists within you. The task is not to find the most dazzling cup, but to understand what you're truly thirsty for and recognize which cups, if any, actually contain real water rather than shimmering mirages. True emotional fulfillment in relationship begins not with the perfect partner appearing in your life, but with you clarifying what you genuinely value, releasing illusions that no longer serve you, and choosing with conscious awareness rather than fantasy-driven impulse. The Seven of Cups invites you to gaze at all the glittering possibilities, then close your eyes, take a breath, and ask your heart, what do I actually need? The answer lives not in the cups before you, but in the clarity you bring to the choosing.